Hello everyone! And recently Boom has started to act weirder and weirder, which is actually a good thing, honestly, because it always means that something new is coming soon. So just a few days ago, Boom released 2 unique YouTube shorts which looked pretty weird, and of course there were a lot of references and hidden details as well, which I'm about to unpack today. Is this a new warming up from Boom in order to hype up something new related to ISOTOILET series? Or has his creative mind just gone wandering, and what does it all mean at the end of the day? So today I'll tell you everything you could miss in 2 new shorts from Boom, explain his unhinged behavior in Discord recently, and also suppose what we should expect from him in the nearest future. Okay, so now get your tea and snacks ready, and prepare to watch this video to the end. And be sure to give this video a like, and subscribe to my channel. And now let's move on to the ISOTOILET news. But before we'll jump straight into new Boom's shorts discussion, let me say a few words about his most recent behavior in Discord, because oh boy, he really gave us something interesting to talk about. So first of all, a couple of days ago, Boom posted the following cryptic text message in his channel. Hello friend, I heard you were wondering if I'm actually a bot, so I recorded this message just to clarify this misconception. Don't worry, I'm very much human, made of bones and skin. Have a listen. Hope this settles it once and for all. And after that, he uploaded the voice message that sounded exactly like this.
Howdy everyone. Following recent online discussions, I wish to officially confirm that I am not and have never been a clanker. I remain a completely human organic entity composed of natural biological matter. Any resemblance to a mechanical life form is purely coincidental and should not be interpreted as evidence of non-human composition. Sincerely, the fuck.
Okay, so as you can hear, in this audio, Boom tries to mimic weird machine vibe and even has some uncanny pauses and glitches during his speech, as if he is trying to tell us completely the opposite story. In other words, while saying that he's not a bot, Boom actually sounds like a bot. So what do I think about this? Well, my guess is that Boom is trying to introduce a new character here in order to hype something new up. Speaking of characters, do you guys remember Captain Balls? The guy who possessed Boom's body and threatened to leak his new episode about a year ago or so? That was a very entertaining real-life arc involving Boom himself, Ibio75 and Steak, who eventually was the one who leaked something really important via Boom's computer. What I'm trying to say here while remembering this is that most likely Boom is trying to replicate the success of Sir Ball's story and simply introduce a new character to us. So is this supposed to be a bot, aka AI, possessing Boom's body this time? Or maybe this can be seen as a direct foreshadowing about the Computermen's race, the first member of whose could be greeted via Boom's character? This is a very interesting theory, especially given the fact that Boom stated it directly a few months ago in his big interview with Steak, that the new race is coming, and it is not a speculation anymore. And what do you guys think of that possibility? However, the ISOTOILET community also shared another theory regarding this cryptic audio message and its potential meaning, and it's actually much more trivial than the first 2 I just mentioned. So the third theory states that all this show could be yet another sign of Boom trolling his audience by saying, yeah, you want me to work like a literal robot and upload episodes faster, but I am in fact a human who will be taking my time for all the things creatively involved. And if you don't like this information, I'll just troll the hell out of you. And in my opinion, this is a rather boring interpretation because, come on, we've been talking about this exact thing non-stop since the release of the 3rd part of episode 79 at this point. What else could be added to this discussion, honestly? So yeah, I'm actually leaning towards the hyping up / the new race foreshadowing theories, as they have much more potential in my opinion. Okay, and now let's move on to 2 cryptic YouTube shorts that Boom posted on his old YouTube channel, and they are very non-typical for the recent ISOTOILET, to say the least. And in my opinion, they really felt like a blast from the past, and now I will explain what I mean by it. To me, They carry that same nostalgic energy that Boom's old short videos had, the ones which he used to make long before the Skibidi Toilet series officially began to even exist. So in the first video, we can see a cameraman casually walking, except, well, he's actually missing his head entirely. His figure then stops and stares directly at a security camera nearby, which eerily gazes back at him. Then the scene cuts to a hardware store, but this time it's a shop full of speakers. And through the store's glass window, we can see the head of the POV speakerman from episode 79 watching another headless agent closely, almost eerily. Or maybe it's the other way around. Anyways, after that, this shorts takes us into an apartment where a man has fallen asleep in front of the television, which is still on. And right beside him sits a TV man who is also headless, staring at the same screen in silence. And if you look carefully here, then you can spot some interesting Easter eggs too. For example, there is the silhouette of a mysterious secret agent flashing right by the window for a moment, and during the TV man scene, you can also notice a framed picture of Boom's cat in the background, which is a small but very personal touch. And now, let's move on to the second short video, and honestly, this one's even more intriguing. In the beginning of it, we see the Skibidi scientist character, but this time he's in his human form, who is taking what seems like a peaceful lunch break at the cafeteria. Everything's calm and quiet until he spots a toilet nearby that immediately sets him off, triggering some strange reaction, possibly anger or disgust. And it's also worth noting that this exact toilet model was previously used for the scientist's Skibidi form in the earliest episodes of the series. So there's clearly a symbolic connection here. Okay, and the next scene shifts us to a DJ character, also in his human form for now, and the same thing happens to him. He's faced with a toilet that visibly irritates him, hinting that something deeper might be going on here as well. My guess here is that this shorts might be showing us the last moments when both of these characters still existed within their human bodies, and soon after that they were about to transition into toilets after the virus infection spread from G-Man, who fled from Astro Fleet in order to turn this planet's population into his own army against Astro. But then we can see something really weird, which contradicts the lore of G-Man that I just stated entirely. So after the DJ scene, the shorts video takes us to a narrow alley location where a storefront filled with toilets can be seen. And then guess what? The aforementioned G-Man casually walks by, and he's in the human form as well here. And his later reaction stands out from the first two, which we saw from the scientist and DJ characters. Because instead of being disgusted or scared, he smirks shrewdly, as if recalling a very fond memory or feeling a sense of pride. But about what and why he's in the human form here. So as you guys can see, these two shorts are literally packed with some really interesting details that open up endless theory possibilities for us. So let's go step by step here. For instance, the toilets that were shown in both videos seem to be identical to the ones that later appeared in the actual series. The same design, the same eerie vibe, and the toilet form seems to match the earliest Skibidi design for each character we saw. That alone could make us wonder if the G-Man scene is actually canon and connected to the main storyline somehow. But here's the real mystery in my opinion. Why is G-Man portrayed as a human here? Wasn't he supposed to be an astro toilet from outer space leading a rebel invasion on Earth? His lore becomes even more confusing after this, since nothing in these shorts fully explains his origins or motives. Not to mention that Skibidi Scientist is portrayed as human here too, although there is some intricate lore about his persona too, and we still don't know for sure whether he's an astro just like G-Man or not. I mean, according to some theories, Skibidi Scientist used to be a human being working at Alpha Hills connected to the secret governmental program, and he could be making secret contacts with astro toilets during the experiments. So what is the final truth here? As I said, these two short videos make the lore of the most intriguing Skibidi toilet characters even more confusing, and it is also highly possible that Boom will continue exploring their lore in the upcoming episodes, for example, episode 80. There is a very high possibility that all these sudden uploads are a part of the hype-up campaign dedicated to episode 80 exactly. And if this is true, then it's basically confirmed to me that episode 80 will be focused on the lore of G-Man, astro toilets, his betrayal of them, and the actual beginnings of the Skibidi toilet virus. At least that's what I hope for. I mean, episode 79 still hasn't revealed anything new about Jimmy and his iconic dialogue with the UFO toilet back in episode 60, so maybe it's time for Boom to actually do this in his newest release. Okay, and there is also anything I would like to mention in regards to these two sudden releases from Boom. At the end of the day, both of these short videos share a very sad and melancholic atmosphere, especially accompanied by the music that Boom chose. It feels very quiet, eerie, but also strangely soulful, and you could literally feel Boom's OG creative spark shining through again, which is something I didn't feel at all while watching his last two official Skibidi Toilet episodes that looked and felt rushed and lacked a lot of soul and polish. These shorts, however, feel very personal to me, almost like he truly enjoyed making something Skibidi Toilet related for once. And that got me thinking, maybe he has just burned out from working on the main series for so long non-stop, and these shorts are his way of reconnecting with what made his content special in the first place. Some people might dismiss that idea, of course, as it sounds sentimental as hell, but to me it feels like there's something deeper going on with these two videos, something he's trying to express indirectly. Either way, it's pointless to overanalyze Boom's motivation and true intentions behind these sudden releases for now. What I am more than sure about, though, is that we'll just have to wait and see what episode 80 reveals next, because I believe that his content will be directly tied to what we just saw in these two YouTube shorts. And what do you guys think about what I just told you? Did you like these two shorts better than the last parts of episode 79 or the other way around? And that was all for today. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, hit the like button below and also be sure to write a comment too. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel not to miss my new interesting videos. And that was me, ISOTOILET. See ya!